It's now December what are we today? The 6th. So it's the 6th day of Vlogmas, and my husband's just cut the lawn, and I am now in my studio just trying to work out what I'm going to do with my quilting pieces, so I can do a little bit of hand sewing today. And so I'll show you what I am working on. So whoops, where are we? So I've just decided to move the house to the side, and then I can do a little bit of hand sewing today. So here I am, the top bit, the cat, I'm quite happy with, and I have now just turned this bit of material to the side for the house, because I had cut it out the wrong way. I cut it out taller than it was long, but then the pattern actually calls for it to be the other way around, which is the way it is at the moment. The only problem was, because it's got bricks, the bricks are now running in the opposite direction to how I was actually hoping, but I still think it'll look okay, because it's running in the same direction as the windows and the door. And this is what I want to take with me to do some hand sewing today. So now I just have to pin it all together so I can transport it to quilting group, so I can do a little bit of hand sewing. Well, it's the afternoon now, and I have been out this morning, and I've been to quilting, and gave my husband a lift down to the quilting group, and he walked back with the dog, and then we went out to go having a little look for some more Christmas presents, and having a look around for a few things for the garden. And what I ended up buying for myself was I ended up buying some little mini spatulas, very Christmassy in their red. I have been buying little spatulas, a different type of brand of little spatulas to use in jars to get everything out of the jars, but I keep having to replace them, so hopefully these ones will be really, really good and last a lot longer. So I end up getting that. I end up getting a new potato peeler. I don't think the camera's not going to focus, which is kind of a bit funny at the moment, because there have been so many floods in Australia at the moment. There's a big shortage of potatoes in the supermarket at the moment, but I do have this new potato peeler for when the potatoes are back.
And then the last thing I went out and got was I finally got myself, a pair of silicone gloves to use in the oven. I do have a pair that I have had for a while, which are just a boring old black, but they are starting to get a bit tired. So I'm really happy to have found some nice silicone gloves to be able to use. Makes it sound like I'm going to be doing lots of cooking, lots of using of the silicone gloves, spatula and peeler. I'm all set to go and do some cooking and get ready for Christmas. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Oh yes, and I forgot to say, on the way back, we stopped by my daughter's place and we picked up, got a whole heap of silver beet and spinach from her garden that we're going to cook up to have with our dinner tonight. So, yeah, so that'll be part of our dinner. I look forward to cooking that up and having that later. I think I'm going to go off and make myself a cup of tea now, and maybe do a little bit of hand stitching. Oh, it's so nice to finally sit down and have a cup of tea. I am so thirsty. So it's nice to sit down and take some time to sit down and finally get around to doing a bit more crafting. Now, so the tea that I'm having at the moment is this one, which is a Twinings Australian Afternoon, which is brisk and full-bodied. And it, the back describes it as the perfect blend for Australia. Excite your taste buds with an Australian afternoon blend. This brisk, full-bodied blend was created with Australians for Australians. It's the perfect pick-me-up and a sure to liven up your day. We think you'll agree it's as vibrant and wonderful as this beautiful country. So it is one of my favourite teas as well. I do love all the Earl Greys, the Lady Greys, but I do actually also like the Australian afternoon tea. So I think I might just sit back now, have a bit more of a drink. I'll show you what I'm going to continue working on. This is what I was doing today when I went to my quilting group. So I have started doing some sewing on the door and the windows for my house. So I think I might just continue on with that now and finish my cup of tea.